Mongoose Jake here with Busby's Steady Stream X water blaster. I've had this now for a couple weeks. Busby sent this to me to review, so this is a review thanks to them. They did not request anything special, so I'm going to go through my standard tests of going over it and show you that it has, as I'm going to label it, a medium capacity water tank. It is an easy fill from the top, a large opening. You could actually even put ice cubes in there. It's fairly big. It's not like, say, the huge ice cubes, but you could put standard size or crushed ice in there. That would be a really refreshing blast of water. This trigger that you see is completely fake. It does not work, and I kind of wish that they wouldn't have included it, because it does get in the way of what otherwise would be a pretty nice grip. It is a front pump, and as you see here with this window, which I'm going to come in close, that front unit there actually has a function. That's not just a spring just for the heck of it, but when I actually pump this, you can actually see that piston is actually applying pressure to the water stream. Very neat design. Now, what that does is, as you pump it, that little piston kicks back and keeps the stream steady, as the name applies. And what I've noticed with this is, this has like a burst. It doesn't have what normal water blasters do, where when they fire, the water stream goes out, reaches a peak, and then kind of starts to trickle away. No, this has its maximum velocity for the water in a burst. It's just a split-second burst, but it's like when you pump it, there's no build up or fall away. It's just, that's what it is. Reminds me much of a dart blaster, where it fires, and it's a very interesting design, and I have to say, it works. I thought it was going to be kind of a bit gimmicky, to be honest. And when I seen that, I said, well, what is that, for looks? Is it just a gimmick? But Busby's not known for gimmicks. They are known for just making a simple, basically completely functional blaster that works. And in this case, this has a application. It does its job, and I actually was very, very surprised, because I hadn't done any research on what the system is and what it does. But just as its name implies, when I do the firing demonstration, you're going to see that, which is what we're going to go ahead and do right now. Okay, now here we are. We're 35 feet away. They claim a range of 38 feet. So this should be able to hit that battle bunker right there, no problem. That is at 35 feet away from the camera, so it should be no issue in hitting it. Okay, I'm hearing some of it splash there. There you go. Give it a quick burst. Yes, it is actually hitting it. So, at least at 35 feet, which is my typical test, it is able to reach that. Now, water blasters, forget the range claims completely. This hits close enough that I would say, yes, you could validate the range claim, but forget it, because if it's windy, water doesn't fly like a traditional projectile. If it's windy, whoever is shooting the water blaster into the wind is going to suffer, because the wind will blow the water all over the place. Even worse than, say, a rival round, but it's still neat to try. Now what I'm going to do is I will refill it, and I will do a full tank firing demonstration at 15 feet like I normally do. Okay, here we are at 15 feet. I got the Steady Stream X off to the side, and I will fire it left-handed, and you're going to see me just fire at the barrier until the tank empties. And I will actually do a stream out so you can see what I'm talking about with the firing effect. It actually continues after I stop pumping. And that is the stream effect. Now we'll just unload the whole thing. Okay, it's not completely empty. I don't know if I can get that to capture, but there is about that much left. This brings in one of the only flaws of this blaster. Now, the Steady Stream X is actually a really, really good water blaster. I would put it up there. Would it dethrone the Outlaw that I claim to be the best? No. It's different. It's completely different. Pressurized water blasters, if you're in a family water fight, whoever has the pressurized ones generally are going to drench everybody. Because you can just run up and it's almost like a full auto dart blaster. This, however, is very, very good. I would put it right behind the Outlaw. It does have two things that I would ask Busby to take a look at. One, the trigger. I know they put it there for aesthetic purposes. They want it to look neat. But they could get rid of that and this grip would become infinitely more comfortable, not only for me, but I think also for kids. Because that gets in the way. It gets in the way of gripping. You see, I'm having to actually put my finger there. Now, the other thing, the reason why I couldn't finish firing the whole tank is the way that the nozzle in there comes in. It comes in from the bottom, and at least in my example, it curves upward. Now that means you can angle the blaster way down and be firing like at a 50-degree angle in the air to get the last bit. However, you've seen me in my firing demonstration, I could not get that last little bit to fire. And I ended up just dumping it out, which of course you can pop the top off, and this is a big top. You know, that is big. 2 fingers easily fit in, and then you could just run and dump it on somebody. So that is something you could do, which is fun. But 2 things they could fix is they could make the nozzle kind of curve up and then down. Like maybe even they could put a brace in it. That way you could fire for a little longer. That'd be great. And get rid of the trigger. I mean, I could unscrew this, take the shell apart, pop the trigger out, and it would be much, much better. Which I might, because that's in the way. It's been in the way for everybody that's tried it. And otherwise, I'll put a link to purchase this because I do think it is a worthy water blaster. This beats most of what Nerf is selling right now, and it does it at a very, very good price. Busby water blasters are almost all $15 or less, and this is no different from that general rule of thumb. And I do think, while it's different than the Outlaw, it's actually very, very good. So I give it a thumbs up. The Busby Steady Stream X is definitely a worthy purchase for summertime fun. This is Mongoose Jake with my review of Busby Steady Stream X water blaster. Hope you enjoyed it.